Airline tickets seem to be getting more and more expensive these days, but are there still deals out there to be found?
And that's why you join me at Edinburgh Airport, because I might have found the best deal of the year. Speaking of which, Happy New Year. It is the 1st of January 2025, and we are off to Dubai via Istanbul with Pegasus for less than £100. That is a fantastic deal.
Getting to the gate, it appeared that boarding had started. However, we were told that boarding wouldn't start for another 20 minutes.
Okay, being New Year, I've just had many celebrations with my family and then rushed down to Edinburgh Airport to catch this flight. And I think I was jumping the gun a bit. It's not boarding for another 20 minutes, so we're gonna go get a coffee. You know me, first coffee on a video of the year. Let's do it. Hi there, can I get a double espresso, please?
Yes,
Perfect, thank you very much. Okay, now you join me with coffee on 1st January 2025, double espresso. But the flight that we're on today, I'll tell you the prices straight away because the prices are insane. That's actually quite a nice coffee. The prices are really insane. The price that I paid for Edinburgh to Istanbul was £48, and the price from Istanbul to Dubai was also £45. So we got the fares. I've added a few extras like seat selection, but the fares alone cost less than £100 to get to Dubai. It isn't actually Dubai Airport, Dubai International, it's Sharjah or something like that. I can't pronounce the name in Arabic. If any of you are Arabic speakers or in the region, let me know the correct pronunciation down below. But this flight costs less than £100, which is insane. I mean, it's 8 hours with the stopover. Adding another 2 hours. Can you imagine if you could get other places for less than £100 at that distance? That's insane. So yeah, let's demolish this and then get over on the first leg over to Istanbul. Let's go.
Soon, boarding was started, and out the window, sitting on the tarmac, is our Pegasus Boeing 737-800.
Hello. Go. Perfect, thank you. Okay then, here we are boarding our first leg. As you can see, the weather outside isn't the best, but we are now boarding our first leg over to Istanbul. And we have a 3-hour change in Istanbul, and then we go from Istanbul to Sharjah, which is an airport very close to Dubai Airport, but like 3 blocks away. Oh, as you can see, the weather just isn't the best today. Oh, it's snowing now. It was just rain earlier.
Hello.
Oh, thank you very much.
Getting on board, the seating is in an all-economy configuration, laid out in a 3-3 setup. As you can see, the legroom at the seats is pretty decent, even with my bag underneath the seat in front. However, we wouldn't be headed on our way straight away as one would think, as due to the snowfall, the aircraft has to be de-iced. But as you can see, there is no one de-icing the aircraft. Both us and the next door Ryanair flight were waiting for 1 hour 10 minutes for de-icing, despite multiple calls from the crew to the ground team. Not sure what happened here. The team might simply be short-staffed due to it being New Year's, but come on. 1 hour 10 minutes for a de-ice? That stinks of disorganization. Eventually, we were de-iced, had our safety demonstration, and pushed back to taxi our way out to the runway for takeoff. Taking off out of Edinburgh, the flight to Istanbul will take around 3 hours 45 minutes. Soon after takeoff, the crew came around with a meal service and the buy on board service. I had pre-ordered a meal which consisted of meatballs with rice and roasted vegetables, a simple salad and cake, and a hot roll was also given. I do also love that Pegasus do actually give you proper cutlery. I will also state again that pre-order meals on budget airlines just makes sense in my opinion, and I wish more low-cost carriers would offer this, especially on 3-hour plus flights.
So just had the meal service. The meal service was very nice. For a low-cost carrier, it is very, very good quality food. Obviously, it's not going to be the best in the sky. But as I say, for a low-cost carrier, you can't ask for better. So yeah, definitely recommended to pre-order a meal if you're ever flying Pegasus. And of course, it wouldn't be one of my videos without coffee. You know me, I like my coffee. At least it's proper filtered coffee. I find that a lot of budget carriers are pretty good at having the filtered coffee now. A lot of them are using instant less, so yeah, it's actually really good. For price, it's not bad.
After the meal service and the buy on board service was done, the sun was beginning to set, so I decided to try and have a nap, waking up as we were beginning our descent into Istanbul's Sabiha Airport. Landing into Istanbul, that concludes the first leg of this journey, but not the antics of this first leg. You see, no sooner had the plane left the runway, passengers jumped to their feet and started pulling bags out the bins. The crew tried to get people to sit down, but people simply refused to do as they were told. This is a very unsafe practice. If you're flying, please don't do this. Karma would be served though, as we would be pulling up to a remote stand and be put onto buses to get into the terminal.
Thank you very much.
Getting into the terminal, I would only have 2 hours to find somewhere to check in for my next flight, as for some reason the Pegasus app wouldn't allow me to check in for my second leg. Thankfully, just before the border and transit area, there is an AJet and Pegasus transfer desk.
Hi there, just to check in for my next flight, it won't let me check in online.
Boarding because they didn't give me.
Perfect, thank you very much.
All checked in, all I needed to do now was head through the transit area to departures.
Okay, so that was a bit more hectic than we wanted it to be, but got there in the end. The biggest issue was Edinburgh Airport with the de-icing causing a massive delay. Honestly, Edinburgh Airport, you know you get snow. Sort it out, man. It's poor management. Just poor management. If you can't sort out de-icing. The plane was waiting on the ground for an hour and 10 minutes for de-icing. It shouldn't be that long. Try do what they do in Helsinki and have an area where planes actually park up on the way to the runway, get de-iced, and then carry on. That's a much more efficient way. The other small bit of anxiety was the Pegasus Airlines check-in system on the app wasn't working. So I had to go to the transfer desk and get my ticket and check in there. And if it was delayed any further, I might have missed the check-in, but thank goodness we didn't. Got there on time. Now just looking for our gate. So we're gate 205, it says. I believe it's down this way. There's 201, 202, so probably down this way. No, that's 203 up there. I'm going the completely wrong way.
8582 Kuwait.
As you can see, once again, this airport is very busy. I mean, when you've got a flight from Scotland to Dubai for less than £100 one way, I mean, of course, there are going to be a bit more foibles than just jumping on Emirates. But Emirates will cost you about 4 or 5 times as much. There is a lounge there, but I don't think we have time. I want to get to the gate, see where it is. Okay, on the board it says the gate isn't announced for another half hour. I mean, it is 9 o'clock and the flight leaves at, the flight boards at 10:30. I mean, it is. So, this bit of the terminal does seem a bit quieter, so let's see if we can find something to get around here. Maybe a coffee, some food. Actually, we're going to get some food again on the plane, so don't need to do that. Yeah, coffee I think is good. Nope, that appears to be the transfer area for the domestic gates. Oh well, let's see if Subway's got coffee. Funny thing about that flight as well was the people just didn't get into their minds that the plane hadn't arrived at the gate yet. Everybody was just standing up, and there was this one woman that was particularly adamant that she was going to be standing for when the plane was landing. It is beggars belief, the idea that some people get into their heads about this stuff. But, oh well, what can you do? Anyway, let's get coffee.
Hello. Can I get coffee, please?
Coffee, please. Americano or latte?
Americano, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Just quickly, if you're liking this video, then please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to stay up to date with all my travels.
Second flight of the day. Second coffee. Or third, we had an espresso in Edinburgh, didn't we?
Is ready for departure. Passengers
Very
are
hot.
requested to proceed to
But quite nice and quite needed. Quite tired now. So it looks like the gate number has changed to 202B, which is the other side of the terminal. Oh, I love this airport so much. It's so crowded and so chaotic.
203A.
Okay, at the gate now. Doesn't appear to be anything on the board though.
204A.
Oh well, might have a gate change again, I think. As happened last time, we had 3 gate changes. Ah well, it was fine.
There wouldn't be, however, as soon our flight was displayed and we were called for boarding.
Perfect, thank you. Here we are then, second leg of this trip over to Dubai. On this time on Pegasus Airlines A321neo. Okay, so here we are on Pegasus Airlines A321neo. It looks pretty clean. It's very new looking, especially the cabin itself and the exterior of the plane. And the legroom is actually very, very decent. Can't complain at all.
After everyone was on board, we were pushed back and we were on our way to Sharjah Airport in the United Arab Emirates. Taking off out of Istanbul, we begin our 4-hour flight over to the UAE. Once in the cruise, the meal and the buy on board service was once again offered. This time I had ordered the chicken biryani that came with a wee mini naan bread, hummus and a cake for dessert.
I'm not even joking, that biryani is absolutely delicious. That is, I would say, better than the curry I had on Emirates last year, or the year before. That was absolutely delicious.
Once the meal service was finished, we were passing over the Iranian oil fields, with the flares lighting up the desert below.
Okay, I just want to say that meal was genuinely amazing. I'm so impressed with that meal. Nothing more to say, really. That biryani was really good, so much better than the curry that I had on Emirates. I'm impressed that a low-cost carrier has a meal of that quality. I would put that as an airline meal that you should get on like a full service carrier. Genuinely, it was that good. But anyway, here's the bathroom. Won't show you too much. It's a bathroom. What do you expect? Typical A321 bathroom.
Getting back to my seat, I once again tried to get some sleep as we were passing over the Persian Gulf. Soon the UAE appeared on the horizon and we began our descent into Sharjah Airport. Landing into Sharjah Airport, thankfully this time no one leapt to their feet as we left the runway. Sharjah Airport itself is actually home to the Emirati low-cost carrier Air Arabia. If you'd like me to try this airline, let me know down below.
Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, it's just to the airport hotel.
Airport hotel?
Yeah.
Fixed price 45.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Perfect, thank you.
You too, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Or morning, should I say. Thank you.
If you are liking this video so far, then why not consider becoming a Patreon? The link is in the description, and anything you give goes into making videos like this one, and you'll be getting access to some great perks and exclusive videos.
There we go then, people. Pegasus Airlines from Edinburgh in Scotland to Sharjah, which is basically 3 miles from Dubai, for less than £100. It's in the same metropolitan area, this place, as Dubai, so it's just a simple taxi ride to get to Dubai. So, you wanted to come here, come to Dubai for less than £100? Yeah, it's, I guess, up to you to decide whether the extra hassle is worth it. Personally, for this trip that I'm doing, it is worth it, because Emirates and Qatar Airways are just really expensive at this time of year. But anyway, people, you let me know what you thought of this video down below. And if you did like this video, then you should check out this video here. And as always, people, we will see you all in the next one.